and telling others about it. We are on DSTV channel 362 and on GoTV channel 175. My guest for today is the ever lovely, one and only Makope, Reverend Carstensen George Luttrell. Welcome.
Thank you.
How
Rosalie
are you?
Afele.
I know you've missed me.
Hey, I miss you,
I
I mean, you did well. They gave me, the last week, I think by mistake, they gave me Shandor.
By mistake?
Yes, I mean, when they give me a man, it's a mistake usually. But I manage him well. And
was he able to?
No, from the beginning.
Handle it?
Yeah, from the beginning, he thought it was the same thing. But unfortunately, later he realized that, no, Charlie, the game is another game. And he entered into the game, and it was lovely. It's been nice. And then the other one was the lady that you left for me. Her life was something else. Sechua was another game altogether. And Sechua enjoyed the show. But I told her that she doesn't have what you have. So she should manage.
Which one is that?
Come again.
Which one is that?
You know what you have that people don't have? You know, her butt is smaller than yours. Her breast is flatter than yours, so flat. And she was sitting down here trying to manage and behave like you, but she realized that, but at the end of the day, she confessed that was soon dear pa and if it's a neck on it, and pie no be boss member, no betinum. And my papa be munya de.
And yes, no be pay say my member.
And yes, we will member.
She's not like that.
Okay, so the microphone is I wouldn't me na make a show. I go say me chia Rosalie about Virginia there. This will let me say a big thank you to all fathers who are coming up, because Father's Day is just at the corner. We are in the month of June and we're celebrating fathers. And on TV Africa, as usual, you don't wait to miss making fathers out of men and the table of boys now men. Let me say a big thank you to Bodyline Clothing for my outfit, and a big thank you to Mr. Young for my shoes, and thanks for my ginger chips. And Akosia testified that you gave us some of the ginger chips and it did the magic for it. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your acts of giving. I think that for some time now, and we've been doing our best on abuse. And let me tell you, Rosalie, you see, there are times that you want to try and belittle God in a way per what God tells us to talk about.
Okay.
Let me tell you the truth that since we started treating these things, me personally, I don't know about you, but personally, the calls that are coming back and the recovery that people are having, things that they never thought was abuse, people who have changed their characters based on this topic. One day, I was talking to a producer yesterday, picked the camera out and asked people what they think about abuse and what we are teaching. So thank you so much.
Definitely. I think we should do that next week.
Yeah, thanks for the team so much. And we are doing an impact. And I think we've done a lot of treatment. People didn't know some things were abuse. People didn't know abusing their spouse. People didn't know abusing their children or anybody, abusing themselves. But right now, we've come to a point where last week we started the topic, managing how to manage abuse, which you call sexual abuse.
Right.
We have different forms of abuse, but we decided to manage this abuse psychologically, going through a form of sexual abuse.
Okay, so today is managing psychological torture from sexual abuse.
Good. So the torture we started last week, and then naturally, I made it clear to all of you what is sexual abuse. Let me say a good morning to the SM president, Shatta Wale, and a humility for apologizing alone. I think it makes sense.
I think right now that's the trend. If you goof and police come in there, you need to either apologize or become a Christian. So those are the two things.
Oh, okay. So it's now one of the
trend because we saw Equiapin Polo apologize.
No, Equiapin Polo has never apologized. Her own is not apology.
What was her own?
No, her own was cooked for her to say something.
Okay, whatever it is, she's still.
Yeah, so you are looking at it like apology. But I'm saying that Shatta Wale, you see,
we saw Evangelist Patricia.
Oh no! Agrada, Konfo Agrada's own is not apology.
She's not more called.
No, her own is. Konfo Agrada's story is a different story.
She says her name is Evangelist.
No, that's Konfo Agrada. Konfo Agrada is still an Okonfo, and we'll refer to her like that.
Yesterday she said she was going to work. I was wondering which office she was going to.
Oh, I mean, Konfo Agrada has been. She's one of the last things I want to discuss in my life, because I'm yet to see more. She should go for the new combat class. When she graduates, I'll talk about her. Now she should be in new combat class. She has to go to one of the churches that they should take her through new combat class. No, so
Shatta is the only one that has
Shatta's own. The Shatta we know, with the group of people he carries, and the movement he has, for him to come to that level to apologize, you should take it with a pinch of salt. And I say that it is to all of us to learn that if Shatta has come to a point to apologize, then we should learn that when we go wrong, apology is very, very important. Not always trying to, muddy the water and whatever. Let's learn to say sorry where we think, not when people say we are sorry. Where we know we are sorry. Do you understand? And let's have a better proof. So yesterday, his press conference and everything, we saw it, and Mona Gucci has started again with all those stories we need, because when the country becomes quiet, it puts the president in a fix. So that the entertainment industry is what lightens up the president's governance.
So the beefs...
that is what lightens up the governance, because when there are beefs, when there are issues we are discussing, our focus on governance goes lighter.
But is that not why people are saying we should fix the country?
No, as for the fixing, the government is fixing.
Okay.
Why did you vote him? If Nana Akufo-Addo His Excellency decide to fix one road for the 4 years, he's fixing. What's your problem?
Okay.
You have the power not to vote for him again. So what's the noise? It's not about any attitude, that thing. Nana Akufo-Addo, that's what I've told him. The song I've dedicated to him for this month of June is, it will be hard, we know, that the road will be muddy and rough, but we'll get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will.
Waya.
Nana Akufo-Addo, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana. Man, Nana, chill. If it's one street you can do, yeah. Now, Kodiba baby, one baby, said your
only one street.
Me to Abama and Akufo-Addo, me and James obey that road thing.
Until tomorrow.
So to Abasa, and I'm saying to Abama and Ado, me to Abama and Ado, Akufo-Addo.
No one matters there.
There was a word to Abama man say, a Chicasa. Namsman to Abama is on Bay Road 10.
To Abama and Selberry.
Me, Abanaman to be.
Okay.
One kind of sport ballot. That one kind of sport ballot.
I will say with you.
We are say sport ballot cry they say. So Ghana for Nyamishirama. So we have been discussing sexual abuse, and last week we made it clear to you that there are two things I want you to learn in sexual abuse. The first thing is that when it comes to sexual abuse, we have emotional and physical. Emotional and physical. So when we say abuse, psychological torture of sexual abuse. Now, when it comes to sexual abuse, all forms of abuse usually is exhibited when it comes to sexual abuse.
Explain.
The first thing is that there are two forms of ways saying. When you meet physical sexual abuse, all you need to do is not to manage it, deal with it. So there are two words.
You deal with physical sexual abuse.
You deal with physical sexual abuse.
Which is rape or what?
Rape, you deal with it physically.
Okay.
When somebody is apparently doing something physical to you, putting an element in your private part wrongly, trying to penetrate while it is not lubricate, whatever is physically constituting abuse sexually. One of the things you want to do is that you don't manage it, you do what? You deal with it.
So what are some of the ways to deal with it?
Now, the ways is dependent on the action. For example, if you happen to be, we have spousal rape.
Yes, I know.
So when you have a spouse who you have not consented to the act, and he's forcibly trying to penetrate, physical movement, which is dealing with it, is to change the location.
You mean relocate from your house?
No, relocate from where the action is happening.
Okay.
Move out of the place. If he's in the bedroom, move out of the bedroom, lock him there and come. Sleep outside.
For that day?
Yes. If you have children, they are sleeping somewhere, and go and join the children to sleep. Move 2 children to go and sleep on the bed and come and sleep with the other 2 kids on the floor.
That creates some sort of tension.
No, but what he's doing, is he not creating tension? Sex the act of sexual intercourse must not be done in violence. That's when people are intoxicated, we don't have sex with them. Do you understand? So the thing is that depending on the type of what is happening, then you want to put an end to it, deal with it. Somebody is making sexual advances towards you, which you think is harassment leading to abuse. Don't wait till you don't know how I'm waiting here. What he's doing, I'm quite watching him. If you remove my bra, I'll bite him. Don't wait for the bra to remove. There is a physical thing.
So at that particular point, what, you bite him?
No, move out. I say the first thing is to change your location.
Okay.
Scripture says flee. So change your location. If it is in an inconvenience for you to change your location, you might not be more powerful than the person. Then you begin to use verbal communication for negotiation. It's also physical. Deal with it. Deal with it. Now, if it is not...
Should a verbal communication be an insult or you...
No! It's one of the things we have learned already. Anytime you are dealing with an abuser, don't get emotional. Be conscious of what is happening.
Okay.
Once you lose your consciousness and you begin to insult, you lose your power. No. Talk the person out. People have sent, somebody was attacked sexually like that and say, oh, Tobo, I deal with a Tokwemu. 56 packs guy. Yes. Me, I mean, I'm no. Say, na me person me. Now you get decided to send your men the home out. Me so me no unko. Na to wase. Meye. Na me nam no. Me emu me yare. Enye mpem yare. Ba mo HIV. Me pese me we. Pa maye fa condom nye. Menie Jimmy phone. Na koto condom bra. Me twen. Me dwane. He says the guy was like, eh? On share be that. Say see o be marry or HIV positive. Ubere. Ba koto condom bra. What do you mean? Then the guy just went there. Guys just said, so you always been positive? Yes. I've been positive for 8 years now. And I don't want to spread it. I enjoy sex. I don't have condom. If I have you, so just go and buy one. If you think I'll run, collect my phone. So you say, no. Say, no, but you do it because you touch me. I mean, when a man touch me, you don't do it. I get very, very wild. Now the guy rather is begging. No. I say, hey.
Ubedi.
Obanye. Oh no! Osubere! Another person in the room. Hey, baby! One friend before negotiating. Now the guy rather got to the other side. So there are times that talk and kasade. So talk. You deal with it. So dealing with it, you manage yourself. Now I say there are two forms. When it is emotional, you don't deal with it. You manage it. Because the way you are feeling, and unfortunately for us, there are a lot of the emotional sexual abuse that comes out physically.
Right.
And last week I told you most of the actions that constitute to sexual abuse that we don't even think. Are you aware that when somebody is making love with you, the way you moan can lead to abuse?
How?
Oh, Rosalie, it's on TV. I could have asked you to tell us, do you know how you moan?
No, you ask who?
No, but do you know how you do it? Any woman who knows how they behave in excitement during sexual intercourse are pretenders, and they will die with mouth stroke.
You are telling them. Tell them.
Yeah, so you don't know how you do it.
Please don't.
Unless
don't get me.
No, unless somebody send me a message if you know about Rosalie. But unless
somebody send you a message out.
No, I'm saying somebody should send if they know how you do, and that we will believe. Because the thing is that you can't tell us the way you behave at orgasm. You can't tell us when you get excited, you scream. I was hosting a program with Lexus on Joy, and a guy called and said he took a girl home and he was not able to perform. What was the reason? Whilst they were in the act, at orgasm, the girl was singing.
Singing what song?
How sweet the name of Jesus sound. And the guy said he was shocked and started shivering. And the girl said, no, continue in there, believe, go on. Then the F word was coming, go on. Hey, sorrows. Hey! Lexus, I was not able to do it. She didn't sing from the beginning. But while they were touching and the foreplay, and then she started.
Maybe that's her style.
So that is, and she does it. When they finished, he stopped. Then the girl asked, why did you stop? He said, God is singing. He said, me?
Oh, she didn't know she was.
So you don't know, anybody who tells you this is what I do when I get there. It's a pretender. Now, why does money become abuse? Who goes through the abuse? There are two forms. When a man demands you to moan so that he feels good, he's abusing you. That's abuser of right and incumbency is doing sexual intercourse. And you too who is moaning and using the money, pretentious money against the guy. Wow. Holy. Oh, gee. And tronkwa. So when somebody does, you do that to a man, once you know the man is not performing, it's abuse. The other thing is that there are different forms that we abuse people. For example, now let's go to where we deal with the emotion, deal with the physical. Now watch it here. Somebody is going to have an act with you. Immediately you saw them, they are breasted, they are butts, So you carry them inside. When you got inside, they started unveiling themselves. No breast. Just like Getty. Oye no kokoa na ye ma show. Hey, na de mu ye no wo he. You know the pain is that this is abuse. Because what you carried is not what you have been given. If you order for food and they bring you fingers, roughly, it's abuse. That is sexual abuse. A woman who doesn't have breasts and is using socks, using other material, and immediately you enter to the room, she remove the breast and then one will fall out. Hey, that is sexual abuse. The same way, instead of a breast to be looking at your eyes, it's looking at your feet. It's sexual abuse. You see a breast, you carry for sexual intercourse. You are ready as a man, and before foreplay, you remove the bra by using your 2 fingers. You remove it. You are expecting the age and everything. The breast should look at you. Welcome home. Welcome home. Then all of a sudden, we are going. That is looking at your feet. No it's abuse. Or you have somebody who all of a sudden you started playing, and you know when you get to foreplay, before you unveil the thing, you need to touch well. You are touching. When you touch it, the thing do. You know, you are trying to, pop the bats as part of foreplay. And you hear, it means the person is wearing a pad. What's your foam? And that would have found a that is also abuse.
That's what abuse is. Nipano. Washeja.
The washeja. The autonometo. How do I carry you? And the type of rosary I'm waiting for. You see, at times you are disappointed not by removing, but just holding and pressing. You know how the part does. Don't hit. If you need to do yes, a girl was going to take a picture with me, and the way she was small and she said, hey. So me so no saw me. I say, oh, counselor, please, can you hold my waist? And the me call and say, hey, why is your buttocks making say, counselor? It is a pad. I say, oh, okay, so it's not only sanitary pad. We also have bath pad. I say, yes. Oh no, try picture anyway. Let me say, well, what about show you? I say, what do coffee? A flat energy. So in the first place, these things a woman can do to you causes you abuse. And watch it here. This is physical abuse which has transcended to emotional abuse. Okay. But man, let me tell you, one of the things a man should not miss is that this particular form of abuse should not reduce your erection.
It shouldn't.
Immediately you have to calculate your mind and come back, because what you want to enjoy is still there.
Okay. So it's not just about the body.
No, what you want to enjoy is still there, because that one, but there are people that they are disappointed and they don't even have erection. Once you are disappointed, this one is physical abuse. I said, do what? You deal with it. Move, don't talk. Change your location, shawata the engo. And when a man tells you shawata the engo, then, babe, what's the matter? Why would himself move for your source? Shall confirm move. I think I say, no, it's abuse. Now, the same form of abuse when it comes to a man. When a man nakeds himself before you, at times they don't do the nakedness. A man who has a very, very you know, when a man has a 2 gig pen drive, you assume as a male organ. Usually when you meet them and you are foreplaying, they don't like you unveiling them.
Mami, go break it right.
Okay.
We'll be right back. By the time.
So, when physically.
Please, I want it on my screen. Don't. You can't come and do this to my viewers at home.
No, but we are learning.
No, but I want it on my screen.
No, we'll let them know what the part is continuation. So, the most important thing is that immediately you find out that what you bargain for is not what you are getting. It becomes a form of abuse. And because sexual intercourse must be agreed upon, the person has abrogated the contract and agreement the two of you have. What you bargain for is not what you are going to see.
Okay.
There are other things you can compromise because you didn't see. For example, stretch marks. For example, birth mark. For example, a melting bath. The person have gone to do her bath and is melting. And unim. Why didn't there are some that melt. Because time need do yes renew.
Yeah, refill.
Refill. What's that expiring date?
But the question anyway, that's their choice though. Me, I always say this.
No, you wouldn't do. So because you are not there, you don't think in that way. God mistakenly gave you what you have. So you are not spending money on it. Do you understand? So they want to go like that. So that is it. The other forms of abuse, when a woman you have met, you are about to start sexual intercourse with, and she's discussing other people with you. For example, she will start talking, and I don't know, but I am surprised today I am here with you. I never dreamt that I will one day find myself having this with you, because the way I see you, the way I see you on the pulpit and you preach, the way you are always straight as an MP. The way you behave, I didn't know people who are into fetishism, fetish priests too, they will have desire for sexual intercourse. So when I see you, I was shocked when your guy said you are actually looking for me. So I didn't understand. I was even scared to come. As a whole chief of a town, when the lady called me that you're looking for me to have sex with me, I'm sorry, but I was scared because I know you cut my head off, but I'm surprised I'm in the room with you today. I just want to believe that this will not just be once. This is abuse.
But it's abuse.
No, this is abuse.
Why?
Who told you I brought you here for more than once?
I
needed you for just today. Why are you negotiating for other days?
Sorry.
No, that's abuse. And look at how you started. The first statement you made was insult. No, but the first statement you made is somebody like me. You are telling me, I don't know, the way I see you preach, the way I see you as a chief. Why are you underrating me?
That's the killer part, the way I see you preach.
Yes. I didn't know you can erect like that. As if to say I'm a god of man. So you see, the issue is that you should first look at the address properly. You have been invited for an act. No plenty talk. Now, the other form of abuse is that when you are invited to a man's house and you are not asking for rent, you come to my house and you are telling me what the Uber driver did. That's abuse. It's abuse to the man. Why are you saying this to me? Finally, whether the Uber driver made a statement, giggled, drive wrongly, wherever he took you, the secret of the thing is that the Uber driver, unfortunately, the Uber driver, finally, what he did was that he brought you home. You are needed here to come for what it is.
Oh, but she wants more than just once.
Why? Why do you want more than once?
Okay, long term.
You see, long term. No, go be about no better long term. Why do you make requests that we cannot fulfill? I'll tell you one of the first I'm used to asking for more than one round.
Do you want me to for how long? Okay. Welcome back, and you're still watching Breakfast Live. Today is a Thursday edition of it, and you know when is a Thursday? It's actually the relationship corner time, and we myself and Reverend Castleton George Lotrot, we talk about everything in regards to relationship, and he's here with his heart, his shades. Today he hasn't taken off his shades. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because he's talking about sexual stuff. That's why his shades is still on. Is that why?
Oh, no, not the reason.
Oh, it's a new brand?
Actually, I use my spectacles in everything I do.
All right. So before we went on break, you were talking about you assume.
So, I mean, I was saying that the things we say, which are abusive to people before even the act, is also part of what I'm saying. We have physical and emotional things to do. So a young girl will call you and will ask you, you invite a girl for sexual intercourse, and she knows the reason why you've been calling her is for sexual intercourse. She gets and say, hey, you know what my friend told me, you're looking for me. I was surprised that you want to have something to do with me. I didn't understand that. A whole man of God.
Daddy.
You are a pastor, sir. And as an MP, I didn't know you want to do this. And a whole chief of a town, I didn't know this can happen between us. It has never been part of my mind, though. You are the first chief to sleep with me. This is abuse.
But she's just telling
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
How do you tell me I'm the first chief?
But you are.
The first pastor.
But you are.
No, I don't need that information. That is abuse. It's abuse. The other abuse is where you are requesting that we hope this will not end just here. Why do you want to take it? No, how do you request for continuation of this thing I'm doing with you? That is abuse.
But she's hoping she's
Rosalie,
brighter future.
Rosalie, you don't need a future in this. I invited you.
She's setting up goals.
I have a package, and the package must finish and you go. While stock lasts, why do you negotiate? When a woman, you know, one of the forms of abuse, when a woman calls you and say, "Hi, guy, I'm honey. I don't know how fast you can be here." Immediately, a girl calls you and tells you, "I'm honey." It's abuse.
Oh, how?
It's abuse.
Why is it abuse?
They are inviting you to distress you or to stress you.
How is she stressing you?
You get and say, "Me, what be the That is abuse. Giving the number of rounds for sexual intercourse is abuse. Do you know my capacity? So you see, we abuse people and we don't know we're abusing them. The other form of abuse to a woman is somebody who does good foreplay and loses erection. It's not just abuse. It's irritating. It's insulting. That he's all over you. And all of a sudden, when it's time for penetration, he loses erection. It's abuse.
Maybe it's sickness.
It's abuse. It's not. It's abuse. And I said last week.
But is it his fault?
But whose fault?
So
if you are sick, am I your curer? Am I the one you're going to use to test whether you are potent or not? That is abuse. And this is physical and emotional abuse. So you deal with it and manage it. Don't discuss issues like this in the act. I said last week, once it happens that way, it's not like you're seeing Konya and a judge. Me who will say that. Then Abba, are you tired? Your performance is, why? Why did you lose the rest? Don't discuss. This is not the time for discussion.
There's a time for discussion.
You have to go elsewhere and do the discussion.
Give your number to the people who want to know.
The last form of abuse a woman can abuse a man sexually is when a man is naked, like I was saying before we went on a break. And you are describing the male organ you are seeing. Either it's too huge, too small, or usable. Once you see it and it's not applicable to your system unit, dress up and go. Don't abuse the pen drive. You see this is a virus. No. Don't negotiate. Hey. Now what did he say? Wait. Oh, what's there?
No.
Nako. Don't use it and go and cry.
Your number.
0277 609 604. Write the number slowly. There are so many ways they are abusing you sexually. People ask you to change position and they ask you by shouting. Get where? It's abuse. Next week we'll continue.
No, baby, say
you see, it's abuse. But times why they be saying because when you interested, some of you, your faces are more abusive. Say your face. 0277 609 604. If your husband is abusing you sexually, if your wife is abusing you sexually, don't go violent. Seek for help. 0277 609 644. Be careful you don't compare your husband to the last guy who chopped you 10 years ago. That is also a form of abuse. According to you 10 years ago, I didn't know 10 years ago.
His name is Reverend Caston George Lutrod, and thou sayest Reverend Caston George Lutrod. Catches every Thursday at 8 a.m. Unfortunately, today he was late slightly, but next week he's going to come early so that we can have an extensive conversation. Thank you so much for watching the show today. I know you've learned a lot. Where you go out there, please spread the good news. Tell them to tune in to Breakfast Live every weekday from 6:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. My name is Rosalie Felly, and I've been doing this with Pakwesi Shandop. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
So thank you very much, and we'll continue our conversation. It's very, very important. We will finish it. It's a long time you've seen Rosalie coming to finish the assignment that she has been given by God. But friends and loved ones, chicken and piglets, We are finishing the story for today, and I'll move to my regular position. As usual, Rosalie is here. And for those of you who are calling the number, keep calling. The number is 0277 609 644. We are still on the topic managing sexual abuse and dealing with physical sexual abuse. Most of us have condoned to the act, and today we have become victims. And out of our victimization, we have now deduced a wrong way of having sexual intercourse. When you allow an abuser to constantly abuse you, you end up becoming a victim. But in your victim life, you rather think that you are being the best. Right. So when I change my position, then you know, say, I'm going to move the
camera closer.
Yeah, they'll do it for us. So Rosalie, get whilst you read some messages for them, and then we move forward quickly. Rosalie Bayache.
Oh, Kenneth says, Sis Rosie is back. Yes, I'm back. We miss you, Sister Rosie. I miss you guys too.
I know you miss her. She's back.
Jijo says, the man who speaks the truth. Evelyn says, welcome back. Thank you so much, Evelyn. I've missed you too. And Evelyn says, good morning, counselor. Eva Abena says, please give me back my top fan. Oh, good morning, my counselor. Eva says this. Kenneth was replying to, hey, Omudido page. So Evelyn Eken.
Oh, okay. It was good. I mean, come with me, Dido. Won't go ahead.
Okay, so we come back to Kwejo Spams. Hey, no. Kwejo Spams, please, which TV station is that? That's TV Africa.
People, when they have names like this, they are not sexually potent.
Okay, so we come back to, there are a lot of emojis here. Evelyn Chaga says, what kind of mourning tool is that, counselor?
Oh, yes.
Mourning, no be.
There are people who my sister, there's some money that can cause you to lose the rest. It's abuse.
But
tribally, every tribe has a way they move.
You actually said that. You can't remember. So why will you blame the person?
That is why I'm saying that you don't know what you are doing. But there are people that they pretend.
So their own is the abuse?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they are pretending, and when they finish, now wait. When you woman na who does go, we to rent this is here. The young say, "Simbo nidi." Hey, George. Obekome. Please take your time. Please take your time. Please take your time. Please take your time.
It's a tribe for
now when you associate yourself, especially when it comes to regional, and I'm talking about within our African continent, if you had the opportunity to have sexual intercourse with an Ivorian before, a Nigerian before, when you come back to Ghana, you will look for a Nigerian in your Ghanaian sexual partner.
Why? What is it about
you see, the aggressiveness in a Nigerian when it comes to sexual activities cannot be gotten in every tribe in Ghana. The one you get that will be aggressive because of something they want to take from you. So majority, they are aggressive doing sex, but unfortunately, it is for an item. You know, when you compare a Nigerian sexual act to an Ivorian sexual act, a Nigerian is not active at all.
An Ivorian is more active?
Don't try a Francophone, anybody from the Francophone country.
Even the women?
I'm talking about the women. I'm not talking about the men.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm talking about the women.
Oh, wow.
One of the people that can treat women well in bed in the whole world are Ghanaian men. Yes. You see, the upbringing of the Ghanaian men gives you a particular sense of respect when it comes to sex. Okay. That is why I don't agree that you are a small girl, and with my old age, my level, when I come to your level to have sex with you, then you disrespect me. I don't understand. That is I don't understand, because where I am, you can't be there. And I've condescended or reduced myself to your level to have sex with you, and that should cause you to disrespect me because you see my nakedness. Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's thing I don't understand. It should rather give you a sense of respect for all people at my age level.
Don't you think the disrespect level usually comes when the men kind of disappoint the woman in bed?
How? What do you call disappointment?
Maybe he's a 1 minute man.
So 1 minute is abuse.
Erection,
no, 1 minute is abuse.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So is that not when the disrespect comes? Because
No.
If a man should rock a woman in bed, automatically, or we are close friend and daddy.
So what of those who are able to rock you and they still don't respect you?
And they
So I'm saying that when a man doesn't perform well in bed, what do you call not performing well? Me, that 1 minute I don't understand. Because Rosalie, if you are used to 10 minutes and you meet me in 1 minute, doesn't mean I don't perform. Let's really analyze.
Yes.
No, you are
1 minute, dear.
No, you are used to 10 minutes. And me, you meet me, and I'm 1 minute. What do you call it? Lack of performance in bed.
1 minute.
Who is making the request?
Request for her.
You are looking for 10 minutes. And I am.
And I'm sure 5 where?
By whose standard?
Hey, there be 1.
Am I the one who gave you the 10?
Hey, now any who names say one for virgin?
No,
For virgin.
Maybe just a mistake, no. And Crawford knew more that who bread was assisted with virgins.
So you 1 minute.
There be
I'm not very appreciative. 1 minute.
A virgin 10 grandma appreciate you. Because I'm more unexpected expectation.
And no, what 10 minutes, I'm not very appreciative 1 minute.
Because what got 10 minutes? What come in you 10 minutes? Now we shall lay winner. We are expecting 10 minutes. I say anything.
Hey, and the lay member how.
Thank you. Media minimum say come in you 10 minutes. Let's have that conversation. That I don't know the last guy who has sex with you perform 10 minutes or 1 hour. I am coming to you as a fresh guy. Receive me as I am.
No.
Why are you comparing my sexual act?
Maybe she's comparing, she might not even open her mouth to talk about it. When is that bad? No,
what do you call bad?
1 minute.
I don't understand you. Why do you people? Why? Funny face, I agree to. Why are you people thinking this way? You are used to 10 minutes, and you meet me, and I give you 1 minute. Why do you think I'm bad? Is it my fault?
Yes, your fault.
Why didn't you go for the 10 minutes?
So
why do you call me non-performer?
Because you couldn't go even 2 minutes.
You see, that's the mistake. It's abuse.
It's not abuse.
When a woman
also work on it. What to me for about 1 minute?
No, work on what?
Work on your stamina.
What do you call stamina?
Work on you lasting.
Rosalie, have you erected before?
Don't give 1 minute and say.
Rosalie, have you erected before? Have you erected before? Rosalie, stop using virgins for example. Virgins are virgins. You have not broken a virgin before. If you break a virgin, you will regret having sexual intercourse.
How many virgins have you broken?
Can I count?
Yes.
I'll give the number before we leave. Now hear me. Having sexual intercourse with a virgin is the biggest burden you can meet on earth. Especially if the virgin is a Christian and he's a type of Christian from the Pentecostal Apostolic Church, you are dead. Because these two categories of people that have been raised, if the person is like a virgin from like Lighthouse, like Central Gospel Church, they adopt quickly. They will adopt. Because this is how the Lord says it is. But when you meet somebody from Pentecost or coming from an apostolic church, it's something else. They will never appreciate your act. And even when you come, they don't know you've come. And they will finish and say, and they are trends are saying, they say, Bano. So we say,
even virgins to make us a sanity.
There is a virgin, and this is Obi Irene down by a catchy and say, Beman, the wood da. Uba was in Subafu, why I say, Silly, and one down a son.
Sana was saying,
I want someone to Colana before.
Sana was saying,
she won't hear you want to silly.
One, yes, silly.
Mammy, I mean, yes, silly seller.
Oh, yeah, they.
Remember, you're not a silly, dear. One, you're not a silly, me a silly.
And
so you see the level of abuse that we are talking about, Rosalie, is so much bad that if you want to have sexual intercourse with a man and he demands you to drink before the act, it's abuse.
Yeah. Unless you want to drink before the act.
Even you who want to drink before I have sex with you is abuse.
Okay. Maybe.
It's abuse, but we don't know. I want to feel free. You see, there are people that they want to have foreplay with you. Doing foreplay, people abuse each other so much. Somebody can look at your male organ when it's erected, and in the name of abuse, they will slap it to the left.
They'll call left, never right.
Someone hold it.
Is it not sexual pleasure?
What is pleasure? Somebody hold it. Oh, in the name of foreplay. It's abuse. You, I'm telling you what is abuse if you avoid it. Somebody took and hold your male organ like this and they do with their nails. And when they are doing this abuse, they are looking at your face to see your reaction. And look at a man. A man doesn't see IG, whether it's painful or it's sweet. Really? You don't understand. They are abusing you. That is abuse. Really, you see? People are going through. Sorry, but people must learn that there are things we call sexual pleasures, but they are abuse. Rosie, are you aware that when a man walks to you and before the act of sex, they tell you go and bath? It's abuse.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I've lost all my messages.
Let me see. How come?
I think I didn't tell it.
Oh, Kafra. Rosie, I am Yadwa. They will come. You've lost all the, but it will come. Okay, continue here. These ones are there for you small. Get this one.
Okay, let me start.
Okay, get this one.
We have some messages. Let's read some messages.
Okay,
so.
Regina, it's a long time seeing you, girl. Welcome back to Ghana.
Okay, so let's start from.
Regina has a question, I think. Please ask counselor. She's there. I seen some message that just came. After David. You read what you have there.
Okay. Please ask counselor if it's okay to speak in tongues and also cry and call Jesus Christ to come your rescue from the sweetness.
Hey, Regina, early morning in the US, look at the question you're asking me. See, when people are calling Jesus Christ to rescue who? The man or the woman? You see, in sexual intercourse, whatever you exhibit, a man should not feel abused if it's genuine. That's the thing. Because you are not conscious of your environment. So calling Jesus, oh my God, Ali, now cut tongues. It's an unknown language, but it can't be tongues. No, it's an unknown language, but it can't be tongues.
What is tongues?
Tongues is an unknown language spoken to God. So I don't think during sex, what you are doing is tongues. It's an unknown language.
What kind of tongues, Counselor Neutron?
Because you see, that's what I'm saying. That tribally, people have a way they move when it comes to sex. When you have a sexual intercourse with an airway, you hardly hear them making noise. That going out.
That's always for you.
As like before. I've been in here. Oh, my ulo. I on your da.
No, Abba.
That's an airway. And to no any do. And you hardly know. Just say eya kanakuma. Na say eya kanakuma no. At times you don't know whether you are hurting her or she's enjoying because the sound is the same. The only thing is the gradation. You have the waves. Sorry, this that's an airway.
And I find this way.
If you meet a guy, I say, look, any man who has sexual intercourse with a guy, if you don't take care, you think you are a good guy in bed. Hey! How about that? Hey! Then the man will say, "Somebody." You see, and the issue is that and most of them, it's not entirely true. They are only exaggerating. Oh no, they are just exaggerating. If you think that this exaggerating, you are taking it somewhere, you go and meet somebody. You know, one of the funny things about the other tribe when it comes to their sexual act in form of abuse, as you understand, is a fanti. When you're having sexual intercourse with a fanti, you should be very careful. Because unfortunately for the fanti, whilst you are going and you think you are performing, don't make a mistake to ask, how is it? Oh, it's almost the same. I mean, it's okay. The man, I mean, them bill. Okay, mommy. When you hear them screaming, then they will do the fanti in English. Oh my God. Oh, spacey. Crazy. Woo! Oh, Jesus. Oh, so what? I feel the pain.
I feel you, baby.
I feel, baby. You'll be out to America. I didn't check. Obi oba Ghana, you know, I feel, baby. Now say, or we not check. Or US not Ghana. What must I say? So that is for the fanti. Now, when you meet an Ashanti woman in bed, my sister, you have to be very careful. Because an Ashanti woman in bed can cause you to believe that you are nobody. Because during the act, they don't appreciate you.
Are they rude?
Their own is rude, but rude in a way that you would think that they appreciate you. So you're having sexual intercourse, like me, George Lutot. You're having sexual intercourse with an Ashanti girl. While she's getting there, hey, Onyo, Bemeni, Edine Dawson and Daw Soka. Yamande, who yam Hujma? Hey, counselor ni Sofopong. You know why? Your castle was passing not here. Dr. Lutford, but if your father has a title, Dr. Lutford, where are Lutford? So as for you, I are there no. Young did you so?
Oh, Papa, the edge.
Oh, Papa, no, I took a cosonana. Asante de Bama. We me also. Actually, it is not about you. It's about what title you carry. So if you don't have title at all, you have a sexual intercourse with an Ashanti woman, it's likely she will talk. And depending on your caliber and your level of riches, se we fie bruchira ba na be ye krata de net to kwankwa bruchia. Oh we na enjeje hu ne bibia. Bruchia di. Hey, so ko wait. What's your brofo di bi?
We are romantic.
We are romantic. Romantic, sir. They don't say romantic, sir. So they praise you according to your wealth and riches. If you meet a Nodna, if you don't take care, you can abuse her sexually, thinking you are being well. Because for them, they are very submissive and respectful in bed. So during the act, you only have a movement. Oh, what neck a question in minimum, obey say, and I will so. No. Nan saying na girls ya be samamumu numu nkrofo northern girls na ba kromu a omo be modernization omo na owi omo abeti e na owi nord na ka ni krom kasa na chese wa kaifie
afie de nesi o
de wa kaifie efie akonua kai no na se why ade what ade na say. So we should be very careful usually when it comes to our way of expectation, because we can easily abuse people. So watch your choice of words. Watch your act. Watch what you are doing now with the person who you think you are enjoying. Rosalie, it's true. The girl's breast is very small. Okay. It's true. The girl's breast is not appreciable. It's true. Her skin is not okay. But when somebody requests, for example, take your bath before we make love, that's abuse.
Oh
yes.
Oh, but she just.
No, that's abuse.
How?
Rosalie, the same way when you want to have an act with a woman and she requests that, can I go and bath and come? Yakodemo. Hi, babe. Can I please freshen up before I come back? That's abuse.
And I say, be an hobon.
Why hobon?
Oban hobon.
Okay. So unim sa ho born no. Then why I found?
Oh, see, yeah, probably like since morning.
Yes.
It's been a long day.
No, but if you go a long day, the whole day, you shouldn't smell.
What should you do?
Then you have a problem.
You shouldn't smell.
No.
Really?
Oh no.
Okay.
Because if you go a long day from morning, then some of us should be bathing intermittently. Because some of us, we come here in the morning, we finish the show, we go for another show, we go and work. If really that is how it is, then unfortunately, the problem is with you. So work on it. When somebody also reminds you are smelling, keep in your mind that it is a form of abuse. We taught you here how to announce to a partner who have bad mouth odor, private part odor. We told you here, you learned it. That managing your abuse, how to talk to them.
Right.
So Rosalie, sexual abuse is not just when a man have decided to penetrate your anal region instead of your vagina area. Or when a woman has, there are so many ways we're abusing people. But I'm saying we have two forms of managing. Manage it if it's emotional. Manage it if it's physical. And the other part before you read the messages you have is that don't ever expect that, Rosalie, you will get what you got from the last person on the new person. It's abuse.
It's abuse. Right.
Some women are putting pressure on men and they don't know it's abuse. The request the guy is making, the lady is making on you, is 10 rounds. But 10 rounds, where am I taking it? The guy who slept with you, I don't know. Why are you expecting him on me? Do you understand? Somebody has a motivation. There are people that they are sleeping with their wives, and the motivation is another girl. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's a sexual booster. It's better than aphrodisiac. So, you've had sex with Angelina before, and your wife is Vivian. Lying on her, and you want to maintain, you have to imagine Angelina to maintain erection.
Is that not abuse?
To who?
Okay.
It is when it comes out. Angelina, then it's abuse.
But
you are changing somebody's name.
Till then.
But when it's in your head, don't go and look for what is not there. That one is personal motivation. It's a sexual booster. Do you understand? Now, Rosalie, next week, by the grace of God, we'll tell you how to approach and remind a man to take his pill. Are you aware that reminding your partner to go for a pill before sexual intercourse is abuse?
You said it the last time.
Yes.
We have to go into it next week and talk about it well.
Yeah, so we should be careful. So you've learned a lot of things. The way you do foreplay can be very abusive. If you meet people like Kofi Adoma, I greet you, and they have a gap tooth, they can hold your clit and pull it they think you are enjoying abuse. And there are times that you learn how to talk when the thing is abusing you too. There are times that you need to physically stop it. The person is people can hold your nipple as if they are peeling granite. Some are doing lotto. Or alokoto with your nipple.
Yeah.
What they do to the male organ. The people can do that with I told you they can hold your male organ like this and do.
Who are these girls?
Come again.
Who are them?
You're asking me you don't know them.
I don't know them.
They are wives.
Some
people wear nails like this and they can use the nails to abuse you. Are you aware? Are you aware? Because the nails they are holding, they can't hold things well. You know when people wear nails, they can't hold things like this because the nails cannot come in. So there's a way.
We have a way we hold it.
So the way they hold it, they can hold it like that with your male organ. And there are times that the nails they think is not sharp.
No odemia.
No odemia. Most want to mean kasa. One kasa uti one. You 0277 609 604. Rosalie Felly, do you have any message there before I fly?
Yes. Okay, so we have a few. After the question came from Regina. Yes. Faith said, "I'm done with him," with a laughing emoji. Regina laughs. Faith laughs again. The lad them. Richard says, "The Rosy woman fine, counselor. I'm crashing on her. Keep crashing. Don't forget to send your momo. We like that."
0277 609 604. Crashing momo on Rosalie. Let it come to this number.
Let it come fast. Nanainima Nyante.
Crashing feed.
Is laughing. We have a lot of laughing emojis. Regina laughs again. Nanainima Nyante says, "Ro, I miss you too, my love. I'm back with a bang." Again, there's a lot of laughing emoji. I come to laugh at that 74. Gloria says, good morning, Counselor and Sweet Rosalind. Good morning, Gloria. Gloria Latte says, you are too much, Counselor Lutrot. And that is it for our messages for today.
Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't condone to any form of sexual abuse. Once you know you are abused sexually, reach me on 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. A big thank you to Bodyline Clothing for my outfit. And let me say a big thank you to Mr. Young for my shoes. Father's Day is just at the corner. Get ready for the Table of Boys Now Men on TV Africa on Sunday, the 12th of June. I think it's second Sunday in the month of June. So don't miss it. You win something for your father. Papa's Pizza is giving you some package for your father wherever you are. Get ready and keep yourself glowing. Hey, sorry, I said Papa's Pizza. Cheesy Pizza, sorry. Cheesy Pizza is giving you some coupons as well. And there's some shoes that are meant for some men that are coming on the thing. There are more. And those of you who would like to also support us, we are waiting for it. Those who want to cook fufu for us too, we are ready to eat. But the men are going to be here. And I think very soon you go back and see some of our telecast people that we've interviewed, strange men who are talking about their children. Some men, you don't know they even have children. They are coming to talk on TV Africa. Join us and it will be lovely and nice.
I can't wait for that.
It's going to be a wonderful time. Rosalind will come and pass through if she's available on 0277 609 644. Rosalind, what do you have tomorrow? Friday.
So we are heading towards Prayer Palace. I think it's a half night tomorrow.
Okay, we are testing the all night.
Yes,
we've not done an all night for some time now.
So we are doing half night for 4 Fridays coming up. 4 Fridays. It's a half night at Prayer Palace. I just sent what's it called?
I just sent Herbalife or next to UBA Bank. Yes. We share the wall with UBA Bank. All the money we collect, we take it to UBA Bank on sprinters.
Be there.
We'll be there 6 p.m. sharp. And because it's half night, come early on Friday tomorrow. Come and meet the oracle of our land, Prophet Emmanuel Eji. If you are lost, call me on 0277 609 644. Thank you very much for being part of our broadcast today. A big thank you to Bodyline Clothing for my outfits across Central. Go to the Despite building and get your own. Let me stand for you to see what I'm wearing. And I always tell you,
don't forget to get your ginger as well.
Anytime you stand as a man in suspenders, redirect your male organ before the people will say Shatawale. I am chewing ginger chips and it's still available. Please, people are buying the thing out of Ghana. And you are here, get one for yourself. 0277 609 644. I'll see you again in the next hour for the next show. Good night, good morning. Don't allow yourself to be abused sexually. Everything I wear is paid for. I didn't wash it. I'm calling them a vomit. Adios. Me and I'm a ton of Rose, why are you doing now? So now when you see there, I can imagine you, pa.
Stop imagining. Stop it. Yeah, what's up? Call you about move.
Yeah, that's it. Bye bye. Good night.
Bye.